Hey, welcome back to the show. I'm glad you're here. I'm your host, and today I've got something wild for you. A story about what happens when cosmic chaos meets your favorite heroes. I mean, you've seen the Avengers battle aliens, robots, and now and then each other. But what if they faced a force that rewrote not just their world, but their very nature? So here's how it begins. Out in deep, ancient space, something called the primal core erupts. And we're talking about a cosmic explosion, so big, so old, its energy isn't just a flash, it's like an ancient drumbeat, pulsing through the galaxy. This force carries with it the original blueprint of life. It doesn't destroy, it transforms. Imagine this pulse sweeping straight from the heart of the universe and hitting Earth like a wave. That's when things get really strange for everyone, but especially those we think of as Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers. They're the first to change, and it's not pretty, but it's strangely beautiful. Let's start with Tony Stark. I've always imagined Tony as all about tech, the glowing arc reactor, the smart mouth, the fancy suits. When the primal core hits him, he becomes Buffalo Stark. Picture this. His armor now looks and feels like bison hide, not just steel. There are these blue lightning veins, pulsing, glowing, alive, snaking over the surface. The suit is tougher, heavier, designed for ramming right through any obstacle. There's something about this twist that sticks with me. The future and the primal past fused in one person. Next up is Steve Rogers, the star-spangled man with the plan. But now, he's Captain Lion. Steve's always been a leader, right? But now he looks the part. Majestic mane, deep golden fur, this kingly presence. And his shield? No longer made of vibranium, but of enchanted jungle bone. Ancient, raw, almost alive. I can just picture his roar inspiring everyone, rallying heroes and beasts together. Then there's Thor. Normally he's all thunder and Nine Realms drama, but now he's Tiger Thor. Imagine Norse mythology meets the jungle. Fur electrified with actual lightning. Stripes glowing as if lit by a summer storm. And instead of old-school Asgardian metal, his hammer is forged from wood and stone, straight out of a mythical jungle. I love this visual, power that feels untamed, wild, channeled straight through nature. Of course, there's Hulk. And honestly, if you unleash primal energy on Bruce Banner, you know it's going to get wild. Now Hulk transforms into something more, a Lion-Hulk hybrid. Think roaring so loud the ground cracks, earthquakes follow. The world itself shakes when he's angry. Somehow, he's even more intimidating. But he's not just rage. He's guiding the animal side of every hero, keeping them balanced on the edge. One more for the hero side, Doctor Strange. Here's a guy who already lives halfway between dimensions, so you might think a cosmic pulse would be old news. But with the primal core, he becomes Polar Strange. Imagine a towering white bear in sorcerer's robes, paws glowing with arcane symbols. He's guarding reality itself now, drawing on the wisdom and patience of the Arctic. There's an elegance to this transformation, strength and calm, a guardian of secret laws. So after that, the world itself starts changing, like the rules have shifted. Streets crack, vines spiral up skyscrapers, rivers cut new paths through cities. Forests reclaim old ground. No one is in control except, maybe, nature itself. But it's not just the heroes feeling this primal surge. In the shadows, there's darkness waiting. The villains. The pulse touches them too. Sometimes in even stranger ways. Loki, for example. Mischief incarnate. Now he morphs into a snake-fox hybrid. Try to picture that. Cunning eyes, scales glistening, tail flicking, always ready to vanish or bite. Illusions mixed with venom. It's like he's craftier than ever with the ability to slip in and out of sight and sow discord. And then there's Red Skull. The classic villain gets even scarier. The primal core transforms him into a Komodo dragon overlord. This guy starts amassing an army, not just ordinary followers, but mutant reptiles and creatures of shadow. Toxic, fast, almost unstoppable. Honestly, that's what struck me. It's not just the people that change. The energy twists everything, the villainy, the ambitions. The darkness grows roots, literally and metaphorically. Now Earth is stuck in this struggle. Cities aren't safe. Villain lairs become jungles and swamps. Forests start swallowing buildings again, like nature is taking revenge for all those centuries of concrete and steel. Animals once hidden show up in the open. People start adapting, not by choice, but because the world demands it. So what do the heroes do? They have to find each other, band together, and for the first time, they're not fighting to save civilization. They're fighting to keep the wildness from tipping over into total chaos. But, and here's what's fascinating, their new forms make them the only ones who can really confront the crisis. The animal inside them connects them with all life around, gives them senses, instincts, strength they never had before. Now, imagine the final stand. The Avengers in all their wild glory facing down Loki, the Serpent Fox and Red Skull, Komodo Dragon Overlord, plus their freakish beast armies. Captain Lion stands at the front, not just leading, but roaring this deep, thundering roar. It echoes through the jungle city ruins and gives courage even to the fallen. Buffalo Stark is there, charging into enemy lines, tusks and tech slamming through scaled creatures left and right. He's still cracking jokes, but there's a beast strength behind every move. Tiger Thor is calling down thunder, knocking reptilian monsters out of the sky. The jungle is his battleground, lightning arcing from his hammer, carving a path through the storm. Lionhulk is unstoppable, clearing the way with earthquake stomps, shaking both the ground and any doubt the team might have. Polar Strange, the Arctic bear sorcerer, unleashes spirit spells, conjuring a spirit jungle that the worst villains can't break free from. It traps Loki and Red Skull in a time loop, forcing them to relive their defeats, outwitted by nature and sorcery combined. With a final push and a surge of teamwork, the Animal Avengers win. Loki, in all his slyness, gets caught by his own illusions. Red Skull's army melts away, back into the wild where it belongs. And then comes the biggest moment. Doctor Strange, using his polar bear strength and mystical knowledge, seals away the primal core. He says this isn't about erasing what we've become, but finding a balance. The primal and the modern, the wild and the human, working together. Nature breathes again. The world starts to recover, but it's not the same as before. Now humans understand their wild sides, respect nature and its power. Cities and jungles blend together. Animals aren't just animals, they're partners. There's this sense that we don't go back to the old world, but forward into one that's wilder but wiser. And that's where our story ends. A world remade. Wildness and reason, claw and mind, existing side by side. Makes you think, right? Sometimes what makes us strong isn't just our progress or our power. Sometimes it's how we learn to work with the wildness inside us. And with that, we wrap up this adventure. Thanks for listening. Stay curious, stay wild, and I'll see you next time.